gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome to the stage your port shopping guide.
Wow, thank you. That's kind of exciting. How excited are we to be going to the Caribbean? I need it louder than that. Come on, some energy. Wonderful. My name is Victoria. I am your port shopping guide, and we are going to Jamaica, man, tomorrow. We are going to Aruba after that, and we are going to Cartagena, Colombia. Anyone been to Colombia before? Wow. Are you from Colombia? Wonderful. Okay, so many of you actually know me, although you got on the ship only yesterday, right? Yesterday you got on the ship. Some of you are back to back. So some of you know me. If you've come to my desk is in deck 5, right by where guest services is. So some of you met me yesterday because I have desk hours and I was giving out these wonderful little charms. How many got a charm from me yesterday? Good. Don't forget, get a charm from me tonight. And also don't forget, you're going to get a charm from me when you go to Diamonds International with me in the next upcoming shopping ports. So I want to tell you a little bit about me. I am actually from England, from the south of England, and I live in America. How many Americans do we have here? Ah, there you go. We've got some Americans in the house. How many people have we got from South America? Central America? And we're going to all your wonderful places now on this cruise. It's amazing, in 11 days. So how many people have we got from Australia? Nobody from down under? Canada? There you go. I knew we had some Canadians in the house. Fantastic. So I'm English. I live in America, and I've actually worked on many cruise lines for the last 8 years, including the Holland America Line, Norwegian, P&O, Cunard, Princess, Royal Caribbean, and now the incredible MSC line. I've actually been trained by GIA gemologists. So the knowledge that I have, because I've learned from GIA gemologists, I'm going to give that to you. Not just in this show, but in the next show, which I have at 3:30 coming up today. I've been working and in this industry for over 8 years, and I visited over 18 countries. So I know what I'm talking about. So if you can just listen to me less than 55 minutes, that's all you have to listen to me for, you're going to learn so much about our upcoming ports of calls and the places to trust, the places that not just MSC Cruise Line trusts and recommend, but all the cruise lines and people that come just all the way to Cartagena, to Aruba, to shop. Actually, they do. They don't just come on a cruise for all the beautiful excursions that we have. Speaking of excursions, have we all got excursions in Ocho Rios tomorrow? Have you seen my friend Eleanor from Italy? She's got some wonderful excursions, river rafting, river boating, river tubing, lunches included. There are some seats left. So if you want tickets for anything in Ocho Rios, go and see her. She's on deck 6, midship. How many people are going to be booking for future cruises? Right, this is the time. When you want to book for future cruises, go and see my friend Dion and all the beautiful ladies he works with. And of course, we all are crew members, so we all work together. Go and see her and Dion. You want to see them? Deck 6 midship, across from Shore Excursions. So book your future cruise and you'll save tons of money by booking it this cruise. Remember that. Now, where you can find me is on my phone number. Now, I want every one of you to write it down. You should have pencils. Write it down on your maps, the maps that you have in front of you. 6165. Now, that's my deck phone. So 6165, if you're in your cabin, if you're anywhere on the ship and you see a phone, just pick it up, and all you have to do is dial 6165. You can reach me any time of the day or night. I always pick up the phone for my guests because I'm here for you. So remember that. You can also find me in our upcoming ports of call. If you're in the port of call and you have a question, there is no question too small for me. That is my job. I am here for you. In fact, I'm the only crew member that looks after you not just on the ship, but also in the ports of call as well. So just remember, you've got my phone number on the ship is 6165. And when you're in the ports of call, there are maps that you have in front of you. Every one of those retailers has my American cell phone number. So if you want to have a question, where's the bathroom? Where's the best place to eat? Or I left something back in the ship. Do I need it? Ask the manager to call me. If you want advice on a piece of jewelry, I'll come running from wherever I am. I'm usually in Diamonds International, and I have a shopping party that I've got people that can sign up to come with me shopping in Aruba, in Cartagena, in, of course, Roatan, and tomorrow in Ocho Rios. So I'm always available, and if I'm not in that store, I'll be in another one that's also on the map. So you've got my phone number and also my desk. Most evenings, not every evening, I will be at my desk, which is right by guest services on deck 5, midship, which means middle of the ship on deck 5, between 7 and 8 p.m. every night, either before or after your dinner. I'll be there for that hour, but I always stay longer because lots of guests like to keep me talking. And I love it, so you're never taking my time. 7 to 8 p.m., I'm usually there most evenings, where I'll give you your VIP cards, and I'll give you the charm of the day, so you know where to find me. If you forget everything I say, those of you right now who are watching on television, Channel 8, make sure you write down my phone number, make sure you know, because you might be in your stateroom, because it is a little rocky today. If you're in your stateroom and you want to write things down on this show, write them down now. Come to my desk between 7 and 8, and I'll give you the VIP cards directly tonight. So that this show will be aired within about 2 hours of me finishing. So if you want to recap on anything or get the VIP cards after the show, please do. If you want to come to my desk tonight between 7 and 8, that's where I'll be. Why do we shop in the Caribbean? Does anyone know why people come from all over the world to come to Aruba and Cartagena and Jamaica to shop? Duty-free. Nice one. You should win a prize, but you're not sitting close enough. I'll have to give you one later. So, yeah, tax and duty-free. The selection is beyond. I mean, first of all, we had the pandemic, so the selection was building up because cruises weren't going anywhere. So they've got even more of a selection than they ever had before 2020. They've got tax and duty-free, and the Caribbean has always been known for its great shopping opportunities. So therefore, you've got supply and demand, because all cruise ships will come to the Caribbean because they know all of you love to shop. So they've got even more of a supply. They've got the backed up supply from the pandemic that we had, and they're also tax and duty-free. So it's not just cruise ships that come here just to shop in these incredible ports. It's people who will come directly from Italy. They'll come directly from, for example, Australia, and they'll fly straight into Aruba because they know the best shopping opportunities are going to be right there in Diamonds International and in Milano and in Caroloa and in Del Sol, which are the shops I'm going to be telling you all about in a moment. Now, I want you to dress for the weather. There isn't such thing as rain here in the Caribbean. It's called... No, it's called liquid sunshine. See, you could have won a prize. Liquid sunshine. So liquid sunshine on occasion will come out of the sky. Beautiful, warm, and we get soaking wet. We dry off right away. But if you're afraid of getting wet, like some people I know, if you're afraid of getting wet, I will give you an umbrella. I have one at my desk saying Diamonds International on it. But if not, dress for the weather. You'll be given a poncho at the door, at the gangway, usually deck 4 midship, the gangway. So dress for the weather. Bring your ship card. Now, that's the one that gets you in and out of your cabin and on and off of the ship. You need that to get on and off of the ship. You also want to bring cash and credit cards. Now, in the stores that are on the map, you can see them in front of you, that is where you probably use your credit card. They will give you the exchange rate for whatever country you're from to the Colombian dollar or whatever it is, or to the Aruban dollar. They will do that for the American dollar or whatever you have in the way of currency, whatever country you're from. The credit card is the safest thing to use. Now, where you're going to need cash is when you go on these tours. One of them is with me in Cartagena, which I will tell you in a moment. When you go on tours, when you want to tip people, that's always a nice thing to do in cash, especially on these islands. They're very poor, so every little dollar helps. So bring cash, bring credit cards. The maps that you all have in front of you, that's your Bible. That's where the stores are that are trusted and recommended by the MSC cruise line. And as I said, all the other cruise lines in the ocean, and all the guests from the past 5 decades who have always shopped in the Caribbean will recommend those stores as well. Guaranteed for life. Family-owned businesses, and that's why I have a job, because I want to make sure you're taken care of and nobody takes advantage of you. So you want to bring these maps. There's about 3 maps in there. Before Roatan, there's a sea day. So if you're wondering why I'm not talking about Roatan in this show, it's because there will be another sea day, which is the 3rd sea day of the cruise, and I'll be telling you all about Roatan and focusing just on that. So I'm telling you about the first 3 shopping ports only today. I don't want to give you too much information because you may not be able to retain it all. So take those maps. Those maps are your Bible. You want to bring that into the ports with you, and you want to bring your tour tickets. How many of you are going on excursions in the next 3 days, 4 days? Good. They have some wonderful excursions, and you're safe because you booked on the ship, and you'll be definitely brought back on time. Last cruise, I don't know who was on last cruise, and we had to wait 2 hours. For the people who were on the excursion. There's got some back-to-backs here. We had to wait 2 hours last cruise because they didn't book on the ship. So you want to book on the ship because you'll be guaranteed to come back on the ship at the correct time. So that's what you bring, and dress for the weather. Now, I'm not just here to show you where to go to save lots of money, tax and duty-free, trusted retailers. Yes, of course, I'm going to tell you all about that in this show. I also want to tell you that I'm here to save you time. Now, how is Victoria going to save you time? Well, after the show, please please line up here or stay in your seats and wait until the line has got less, because there'll be a big line at the end of the show where I'm going to give you some VIP cards. I'm going to give you VIP cards for where we're going to be going in the ports of call. For example, Milano, I'm going to write the name of the manager. Sabi in Aruba. Nick in Ocho Rios, Diamonds International, Rishi in Aruba. I'm going to be writing the name of the manager. That saves you so much time because the manager can give you the lowest price in the store. He is authorized to do that. So there's no faffing about who do I go to, where do I go. I'm going to be with you. I'm your walking VIP card if I'm there, and if I'm not there, but I will be, the VIP card just walking in, they know you're sailing with me. So that's how you save time as well. And also, you're going to maximize your time because I have a list there, and I can only take up to 25 people in each and every port. So it's all free to come shopping with me tomorrow in Ocho Rios. We dock at 10 o'clock. So sign up to come in with me because the early bird catches the worm. So at 10 o'clock in the morning, we meet midship gangway. If you forget anything, don't forget my desk between 7 and 8. I can do a recap, or of course on the TV on Channel 8. So between 7 and 8, I will tell you. So Ocho Rios will be meeting on the gangway. Again, I can only take up to 25 people for Ocho Rios at 10 a.m. Totally free. We walk into Diamonds International. There'll be rum punch flowing all day, Cokes, water, beers, whatever you want. They will be there in Diamonds International, and then we go wherever you want to go after that. Then we have a sea day. And then there's Aruba. And then my shopping party starts at 8:30 in the morning in Aruba. So I'm going to come up with all of this in a moment. But that is the way to sign up for these shopping parties. And Cartagena is a totally different story altogether. And we're going to get to that. Before I begin, I want to tell you about the necklace I'm wearing. Many people have come up to me throughout the last 48 hours and said, excuse me, where did you get that necklace? And I'm more than happy to tell you. This is a solid gold omega necklace that lies flat on your neck. One side it's solid gold, the other side it's solid silver. And it lies flat on your neck because it is solid. It's not plated, it's solid. Now it is reversible. Gold one side, silver the other. It is also interchangeable. It doesn't matter if you're Mike Tyson. You can be fat, thin, you can be muscular, it doesn't matter. It will fit your neck. Was that politically incorrect? Oh, good, I'm known for that. So I'll keep going. So anyway, it is interchangeable. You can wear it any size neck that you like, and it is $119 in Milano and only Milano. You might want to circle that on your VIP request forms, which is inside your maps. Circle the Omega necklace because I'm going to tell you where to buy it. $119, solid gold one side, solid silver the other side, reversible, interchangeable, any size. And you can get it for $119 only in Milano. But guess what? Sabi in Aruba and Nick in Ocho Rios is just for Divina throwing in a 5-carat Caribbean topaz for free. So you don't just get it for an eighth of the price that you'd get it anywhere else in the world, because normally it's $450, $500. I've done my homework. Back home, you'd get it for that price. They're giving it away for $119 tax and duty free, and throwing in a pendant, a topaz pendant. You might want to sign up for 3, 5, 8, because we need to reserve them. I need to send in the email ahead of time before we come into port, because there are other ships that will be coming to dock with us, and we want to make sure that they have not run out of these Omega necklaces and the topaz pendant. So you want to sign up. Just think about gifts for people back home. Milano and only Milano will have them tomorrow. That is what your VIP request form looks like. This is where you put your name. This is where you put what you're celebrating. Anyone celebrating an anniversary? Wonderful. How many years? 40. I was about to come to that. My gosh, you're going to win the prize because I go, wait for my next question. Okay, that's wonderful. If you're not celebrating an anniversary or birthday or anything, you're celebrating life. We're on the MSC Divina. You are celebrating something, right? This lady certainly is. Okay, so that's what your VIP form looks like, and that's what you're going to give me at the end so that you can mark off something, and I give you the VIP card for whatever you're interested in. First stop, Ocho Rios tomorrow. 10 o'clock we dock. Again, my shopping party will meet midship at 10 o'clock on the gangway. It's very kind that Alessandro will let us off first. So make sure, get in line early because it will be a complete mass of people at that time because everyone wants to get off at that time. It could be a few minutes earlier, but I will be there by 10 o'clock tomorrow and we are all aboard at 6:30. Nice long day, but make sure we are early in. You can shop, you can go on your excursion, you can come back and shop. Or if your excursion leaves first thing, come and shop with me afterwards because the shopping party goes all day. Now, those of you who are serious shoppers, shoppers are going to want to know the tricks of the trade of diamond and tanzanite buying. And I'm going to be talking about diamond and tanzanite buying and telling you how to save thousands of dollars in your wallet today in the Golden Jazz Bar, which is midship on deck 7 at 3:30. If you want to come to this, please write it down. Everybody who attends gets a free coupon for tanzanite studs. And you walk into Diamond International and they will give you the tanzanite studs. If you don't own a pair of tanzanite yet, you'll get your first pair of studs with the coupon that I'll give you at my show at 3:30 today at the Golden Jazz Bar. And the tricks of the trade that I'm going to teach you, you're going to be able to take this knowledge back home with you and have it for the rest of your life. Because really, you want to save thousands of dollars, or you want to tell your friends how to do that with gemstone, diamonds, and diamond buying at 3:30 today. Why do we buy jewelry? It looks nice, it's beautiful, it captures memories, and it creates memories. I bet all of us right now, especially the ladies, we're all wearing a piece of jewelry. And we know where we were given it. We know what restaurant we were in. We know the person that gave it to us. It's captured that memory. Wherever you were at the time, if you bought it for yourself, it's still going to capture a memory. And that's why we buy jewelry. And jewelry is unique because no two pieces are ever the same. Everyone has their own style, just like no two people are the same. Because that's why we buy jewelry. Not only to capture memories, it's to create those memories. Now, how many people have been married over 10 years? Okay, how many people have been married over 20 years? How many people over 30 years? How many people over 40 years? I thought it was just, oh my goodness gracious me. Well, this one is for my Canadian friends. This is for you. This is $250 off anything you buy in Diamonds International, as long as it's not a brand, anything you buy in Diamonds International. So I've got gifts for the other people. Now, I am going to give that to you as well. If you're some serious shoppers, I've got gifts for you. Come to my desk if you've been married over 40 years. I've got gifts for everyone, but it's just the over 40-year people that I want to be able to give some gifts to. So here are some reasons why we buy jewelry. It's to capture those memories. They're all as unique as you are, and each piece will speak to you in your own way. So this is why we go to shops that we trust. I mean, back home, we're lucky to have a jewelry store that has maybe 1 or 2 or 3 cases. In the Caribbean, we're lucky if we have a jewelry store that has maybe 10 cases. But in the shops I'm going to tell you about, Diamonds International being the number 1, if you want to circle that on your maps, circle that. It will be number 1. It is the largest tax and duty-free jewelry and retailer and watch retailer in the Caribbean. It is the largest tax and duty-free retailer for diamonds in the entire world. Did you hear that? In the entire world, not just in the Caribbean. They have the largest selection, the lowest prices, and you're going to see a store that's not just a retailer. It is a sight holder, and I'm going to tell you about why it's a sight holder. There are plenty of people in this room that have got wonderful pieces that you love and you cherish, and they've got sentimental value. It could have been your wedding ring or your grandmother's ring, and you hold it near and dear. Maybe you wear it as a ring. But time has come that you want to upgrade it. There is one store in the Caribbean, that is Diamonds International, that will upgrade anything that you want to upgrade in the way of diamonds, because they are a sight holder. So what they can do is they can take that precious sentimental diamond from the ring that you've been wearing for maybe 30 years, and they can put that in a pendant for you, or in a bracelet, so you're always wearing it. But you can then be free to look for the diamond of the future, and there's only one diamond of the future, which I'm about to tell you about, and it's only sold in Diamonds International. And I'm going to tell you about that now. So you want to circle that on your map. The number 1 is Diamonds International. The only place it's not going to be is in Cartagena. So Cartagena doesn't have that, but they have other goodies as well. Now, does anyone know what a sight holder is here? I knew you would. Rob would know. All right, let me tell you about a sight holder. De Beers is where all the diamonds in the world that are worth mining for come from. De Beers is the mine. So over 98% of the diamonds in the world come from that mine in Namibia in Africa. They are what's called De Beers. They are the mine. Now, they are only allowed to sell to up to 80 sight holders, okay? Now, 80 sight holders there are in the entire world. Out of those 80 sight holders, there are only 3 sight holders that are allowed to sell to the general public. Number 1 is Graf. They sell to the royal family. So if anyone here is part of the royal family here, no? Any royal family. So Graf is not where we're going to be buying our diamonds, okay? The second out of the 3 sight holders in the entire world that's allowed to sell to the general public is Tiffany. Now, Tiffany was spending thousands of dollars on a beautiful blue box that we end up throwing away. Personally, I'd like to spend that money in my diamonds. Does anyone know the name of the third and only site holder in the world that's allowed to sell to the general public? I heard a man say that and I looked at her. So that means you both win. So inside this Diamond International bag, my love, that's for you. You get a gift. You better get the gift because it should be in there. $100 off anything you spend in Diamonds International. The third and only site holder in the world is Diamonds International. So let me tell you about the journey of the diamond that you're wearing. The diamond that you're wearing right now, most likely, nearly 100%, it would have started off at De Beers. It would then have been sold to a site holder. Then it gets sold on to a broker, sold on to a cutter, sold on to a polisher. Then it gets sold on to a jewelry designer. Then it gets sold on to a manufacturer. Then it gets sold on to a wholesaler. Then it gets sold on to a retailer. And then it gets sold on to you. So not only has it always gone all through those middlemen, but the price has gone way up. But let me tell you, in our ports of call tomorrow in Ocho Rios and in Aruba, the journey of the diamond that you're going to purchase in Diamonds International is going to go straight from De Beers, which is the mine, to the site holder Diamonds International, to you. So really, it's from the mine to mine. It goes mine straight through Diamonds International to you. That means that's another reason they can keep their prices so low. That's another reason the selection that they have is larger than anywhere in the entire world. So remember, there are no middlemen between you and the mine. It's just Diamonds International. And that is where we're going to be starting our little shopping party on the morning tomorrow in Jamaica at 10 o'clock in the morning. We're going to go in like this, not that fast, but we're going to walk into Diamonds International, and those are the amount of hundreds of cases, loose stones, set stones, every single shape that your heart desires. In fact, Diamonds International is the only place that has a diamond bar. And what that means is, and Tanzanite as well. What that means is if you can think it up in your head and you can create your magical piece, you'll be able to do that tomorrow. And you can walk in your shorts and t-shirt. You can have a rum punch or a Heineken. You can have whatever you want. And you can say, that loose stone, I want that setting. You don't have to stand there and wait 4 hours for their jeweler, because they always have a jeweler on site, to put it in that ring and make sure that it is fixed and beautiful, ready to go, because that's my job. I pick that up for you. You go off on your excursion. You go off to the beach, and I will have it at my desk for you between 7 and 8 tomorrow evening for you, ready for you. So that is what I just said. You can custom create your own jewelry for everybody's budget. It could be $500 for a graduation, or it could be $100,000 for a collector's piece. It could be $20,000 if you want to upgrade your anniversary ring or your wedding ring. No matter your budget, Diamonds International will have it. So I've already asked you how many years we are together. You've already said over 40 years. Those other 40-year people are going to also get the same prize, the $250 off anything in Diamonds International. Just come to my desk this evening for that. So there's a lifetime upgrade policy, and I'm going to tell you about the diamond of the past. Maybe we're wearing our grandmother's diamonds, which is the miner's cut. The diamond of the present, the round brilliant that sparkles beautifully. And now I'm going to tell you about the diamond of the future. How many people have heard of the crown of light? That lady put her hand up first. Rob, I don't think you're going to look as good as she is walking around the port with this. You've got 3. Actually, you probably would look as good. This is for you, my love. Now, inside again is $100 off anything in Diamonds International. So the crown of light, this is a diamond. It outsparkles, you're welcome, and outperforms any diamond in the world. Rob, do you know why? Oh my gosh, he is 100% right. It is patented by the US government. This was created by Albert Gadd, one of the 2 owners, one of the 2 brothers of Diamonds International, family-owned business started in St. Thomas 40 years ago. He wanted to create a diamond that would outperform, outsparkle, and have more fire and more brilliance than any diamond in the world. And why do we buy diamonds? Because of the sparkle. I think she said it. We buy diamonds because of the sparkle, and she gets the last Diamonds International bag with $100 off. So anyway, that's for this lovely lady, right? Oh, darling, it was you. Isn't she modest? It's for her. Actually, I'll give you one later. I'll give you one later because I owe it to you. We buy it for the sparkle. So Albert Gadd, the owner of Diamonds International, said, how am I going to do it? It took him years to figure out how to do it, and he found the most perfect cutter. And they created a diamond with 24 more facets than any diamond in the world, and he's patented it. It's patented by the US government. It is only in Diamonds International. And ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce you to the Crown of Light, which you will see tomorrow under the loop. This does not do it justice. Right here at the bottom, the Crown of Light diamond. Sorry, right here at the top, the Crown of Light diamond. And the bottom, the round brilliant. The round brilliant sparkles beautifully. But what sparkles more is the Crown of Light with more facets than any diamond in the world. You can see at the top, the blue diamond, that's the Crown of Light. The bottom, beautiful sparkle, round brilliant, but it's not the Crown of Light. Here, the cognac diamonds at the bottom, the Crown of Light. At the top, the round brilliant. You can stay with your round brilliant. They all sparkle beautifully. But there's only one diamond in the world that can outperform any other diamond, the Crown of Light. So go in and don't take my word for it. Look at it under the loop. They'll have a loop for you there. Look at your own diamond and compared to the Crown of Light. Look at the diamonds they have in the store compared to the Crown of Light. But pick your own shape, because a shape is a personal choice. And when I started working on ships back in 2016, they'd just discovered the Crown of Light was the one who had just been made in the last 10 years. They had only one shape. Well, now they've got so many different collections. They've got the Galaxy collection. They've got the Regal collection. If you feel like you're royalty, if you feel like a princess, go and look at the Regal collection in the Crown of Light. Look at the stackable rings. Look at the trendy rings, which are the stackable rings. And they've got the Crown Brilliant collection, the Galaxy collection, the Regal collection. Look at all the collections they have in all the different shapes that's personal to you, whether it be the princess cut, the cushion cut, the pear cut. Whatever cut you like, they will have that in the Crown of Light, all of these different shapes. So go in and look whether you like it set in yellow gold or white gold or rose gold. They will have something for you. So remember, you want to mark down or circle the Crown of Light on your VIP request form so that I can write that on your VIP cards after the show today. How many people have heard of Tanzanite? Tanzanite is a generational gemstone. Now, what that means is, in our single generation, it will be found because it was found in 1967. It will be mined because it's been mined since 1967. And it will be depleted by 2067. In one single generation, Tanzanite will be depleted. And what happens when a precious gemstone is depleted? The price goes up, the value goes up. So, just my opinion, you can ask them in the store, you can look it up on Google, but now is the time to buy Tanzanite. People buy it because of the beauty and because of the rarity. How many people know the one place in the entire world where Tanzanite comes from? Tanzania. Those two ladies, I owe you now 2 prizes, okay? Because you're sitting so far back. Remind me tonight at 7 o'clock, I owe you 2 prizes. Tanzania, the base of Mount Kilimanjaro, there's only one mine. Now, cleverly, the other brother of Albert Gadd, that's Morris Gadd. He's the site holder over that mine. He started mining for this. His people started to mine for this back in 1967 and onwards. Well, back then, they were mining for the rich blues. That's the value. The value in a Tanzanite is the deeper, the richer, the color of the blue, the fuchsia, the lavender, the purple. Hold it up to the light. The only colored gemstone in the world that sparkles like a diamond is Tanzanite, and Safi Kalima is the brand to trust. So when we go into Diamonds International tomorrow in Ocho Rios, and when we go in Aruba, and we go in Roatan, and I've missed one, I know, but it doesn't matter. You know what I'm talking about. When we see a Diamond International, we're looking for Safi Kalima because that is the site holder over that mine. Back home, if we're lucky enough to find Tanzanite in our jewelry stores, it's tiny little stones that are lilac in color. Very pretty, very nice, but they don't hold the value. The value is in the color, the richness of the saturation. And I'm going to tell you about that on my Diamond and Gemstone presentation today at 3:30. How to look for the value in Tanzanite. That's what you want, not just the beauty. All Tanzanite's beautiful, but you want the value. And you will see a selection to die for in Diamonds International when we go into port tomorrow in Ocho Rios and in Aruba. Aruba has got the biggest Diamonds International I've ever seen. So if you have time in Aruba, it's a short day. You want to get up with me at 8:30 in the morning. This is Tanzanite. And they have everybody's budget, believe me. They've got beautiful Tanzanite pieces for under $100. And when you go in, they're being extra generous to MSC Divina because they're going to give you a Tanzanite necklace for free, a little Omega necklace. You'll get that for free with every single purchase of Tanzanite. So just remember that. The richer, the deeper the blue for whatever your budget is, that's what you're looking for when it comes to the value and the beauty of Tanzanite. You might want to circle it in your VIP request form so I can give you a VIP card saying Safi Kalima Tanzanite. Again, my diamond and gemstone presentation today, you'll get a free pair of earrings, and with every piece that you buy import, that's what you'll be getting. That's just a recap of where I'm going to be at 3:30. How many watch collectors do we have in the audience? We do. Okay, good. Wow, a lady. That's really interesting. Usually it's guys. So ladies are really smart who collect watches because of the value, as you know. Diamonds International Watch and Design in Ocho Rios and, of course, in Aruba, they have got such a selection of Hublot, of Tag Heuer, of Philip Stein, of Rolex. How many Rolex collectors do we have in the house? Okay, maybe Rolex. You may start tomorrow. Well, Rolex, you're on a waiting list for years. You won't be on a waiting list in Aruba. So just remember, if you are wanting to get a Rolex, now's the time to buy. If you fall in love with a Rolex or any piece of jewelry tomorrow in Ocho Rios, but if you fall in love with something more in Aruba, they will change it, no questions, because Diamonds International is family owned. So it doesn't matter if you choose something you prefer in the next port. Don't not buy something in one port because you think it's going to be in the next. It might not be. But they'll always exchange it for you. So remember, Rolex. Hublot. Now you've got the Crown of Light Hublot, which is a masterpiece, a collector's item. Philip Stein, Bremont. Bremont is the English, Southern England brand. Bremont, my personal favorite, along with Philip Stein. How many people have heard of the feel-good watch, Philip Stein? Philip Stein, I could not live without my Philip Stein. Philip Stein is known as the feel-good watch. This is why it's a feel-good watch, is because in every Philip Stein watch, sleep bracelet or day bracelet, there is a digital, there's a chip in the back of it. It brings us back to the Earth's natural frequency technology. The Earth is always at 7.83 megahertz. But nowadays, our bodies aren't in a line with the Earth. We've got too many microwaves, cell phones, computers, televisions, cell phone towers that are bombarding us every day, which takes us off our game. It takes us off the Earth's natural frequency that we're supposed to be on. That's why there are so many people with joint pain, with stress, with sleepless nights, with Parkinson's disease. Years and years ago, our grandparents didn't have Parkinson's disease. They didn't have the stress or the joint pain. This is the official watch of the New York Yankees. 100% of those team members wore it for a month. 98% experienced less joint pain. This is a magical watch or sleep bracelet or day bracelet because it will ground you. It's like standing or sitting at a grounding mat all the time. We can't do it all the time, but having that watch, it brings us right back to the Earth's natural frequency. So those of you who have the shakes or who know somebody in your family with Parkinson's, you can go to Google and find all this information out. It has been known to reduce the effects of Parkinson's disease. It alleviates joint pain. If you buy just a sleep bracelet, they're all under $400. If you buy just a sleep bracelet, your sleep will be that much deeper. You'll be quicker to fall asleep, and you sleep longer and deeper than any other time, like having an hour of yoga before going to bed at night. So if you're in the market to feel good, Oprah Winfrey gave them away 3 years in a row under Oprah's favorite things. She gave away a Philip Stein watch. And if you want to bundle buy in Diamonds International, think about buying a watch and maybe a piece of jewelry for your wife, a watch for yourself, and something else, because bundle buying, they can really bring those prices down of the jewelry. Watches, because they're a brand, they can go low, but they can't go too low because it's a brand. But whereas the jewelry and the diamonds, they can. A lot of people picked up, as I said, they picked up charms from me. Well, you've also got a flyer inside every one of these maps for Diamonds International. So when we go into port tomorrow, make sure you present that, and they will give you the bracelet and their charm of the day in Jamaica. Oh, how many people have heard of Del Sol? Okay, now, I'm sorry, this is the funnest shop in the ports of call, and I am going to show you some amazing things that happen. In the ports of call, you're going to be in Del Sol. Everything changes color in the sun. When you buy 2 t-shirts, I've got a faulty light, but when you buy 2 t-shirts and then you go in the sun, I want to hear the loudest wow, because the person who gives me the loudest wow is going to get the t-shirt. That lady right here, I told you to sit close to me. There you are, you get that. So there are wonderful graphics in every Del Sol. Now, Ocho Rios is a very small Del Sol, okay? Don't tell them I said that. But they don't have the best inventory. Don't tell them I said that. Even the show is recorded, please. They're wonderful girls in there. They know me well. But it's a small store. You might fall in love with a t-shirt in there. Buy it, buy it, buy it. But there's a better selection in Aruba. I have to be honest with you. Much bigger store, much better selection. But again, this Del Sol, you can always exchange it in the next place. So go in with me, Del Sol, everything changes color in the sun. Buy 2 t-shirts and you're going to get the tote bag that I've just given away for free. If this size doesn't fit you, go in tomorrow in Ocho Rios, or better still, Aruba, and change the size. I need a loud wow. Okay, that definitely was her. That was you, my love. That was you. You're so dear. So the quietest lady on the ship has just become the loudest. She's a very quiet lady until just a moment ago, because I know her from before. I didn't know she'd come to my show. So remember, you're going to get a free Del Sol bag with every purchase of two. I haven't given any attention to that side. With 2 purchases of 2 t-shirts, that's all you need. That lady, the lady in the red. Oh, wait, right behind you, sweetheart. You're coming up. The lady there, right there. Okay, good. See, I can only throw so far. Everything is going to change color in the sun. So if it's hair clips, if it's water bottles, if it's footballs, or if it's hats, I've got this for you. Do you see the color? What color is this? No, I've got it for that little girl. You saw it had no color, right? No color. It's for you, my love. It's got no color, right? Guess what color? That's for you. That's for you, sweetheart. Look, it matches her t-shirt, you sweet girl. It matches her t-shirt. I didn't even know that. So everything changes color in the sun. Now, this is where they're doing a really big special for my guests. I've got one more I'm going to give to a lady who's going to like the color change. No color, no color, no color. Watch what happens. Okay, hold on. It's going to be going to a lovely lady who is here all the way from, I think, Naples, Florida. So, oh my gosh, it went red. I think I'm going, oh, no, she screamed the loudest, didn't you, Ethel? Don't scream that loud again. You're upsetting the people all around you. So anyway, there she goes. So anyway, and another thing they're doing for MSC Divina, you know what? If you go in and you buy 3 nail polishes, this is a clear nail polish, okay? Do you know what color it goes in the sun? Who said red? That lady's guessing it. Sorry, don't scream. Let me tell you, I had a little girl a few cruises ago. She decided to paint her father's nails and feet clear while he was asleep in the cabin. He went upstairs to the Lido deck, deck 14, and he went out to talk to his friends, and they looked at him, horrified, a big manly man with tattoos. That's for you. It goes bright red. So what happened was, you can go on clear, and you think you've got nothing on, but it goes bright red. Everything changes color in the sun. They've got 60 shades to choose from. Go in tomorrow in Ocho Rios. If they have a low selection, wait for Aruba. Doesn't matter if you buy it in Ocho Rios, you can always exchange it. But let me tell you what they're doing. Only this cruise, for this 11 days, you go in and you buy 3, you don't just get 1 free, you get 3 free. Now, every cruise before, since 2016, they've always, you buy 3 nail polishes, you get 1 free. No, you can buy 3 and you'll get 3 free. That is Del Sol, the funnest shop in the port of call. Do that now. Don't scream for this one. Nobody's going to scream. No. No. You know why I said no? I said no because they're mine. Do you know this is the best of all in Del Sol? There is nothing like it. No one's getting them because they're mine and they're mine and they're mine. These are the last pair of sunglasses you're ever going to buy, and there are 70 styles to choose from. Now, of course, they change color in the sun. They change the rims. But it's not about them changing color in the sun that makes them so magical. So they go from light blue to dark blue. These are polarized. Back home, what are you spending for polarized sunglasses? $400, $500, maybe even $600. They start at $59 with 10% off your first pair in Del Sol. They are called Solize. But they are the last pair of sunglasses you'll ever buy. When you put them on, they are the whole ocean, the rainforest, everything is now in 3D. It is just magical. They're not only polarized, they're UVA and UVB protected. That just means there's sunscreen for your eyes. There are over 70 styles to choose from. But didn't I just say they're the last pair of sunglasses you'll ever buy? Let me tell you why. Because if you lose them, if you break them, if a sloth goes off with them, in Colombia, there are sloths, I've kissed them. Oh, I have. If a sloth goes off with them, or if you leave them in the rainforest, or you break them, or you leave them on the ship and you go back to Canada or Australia, Del Sol will replace them for you for the rest of your life, for free, no questions asked. Because, yes, they do that. So every pair of sunglasses comes with a serial number. Once you register that serial number, they are yours and yours alone. If you lose them, break them, or it gets stolen or whatever, they will replace them the rest of your life. And this has been done time and time again. So I suggest you go and buy a pair for yourself, keep one in the house, keep one in the car, give one for the lady back home who's looking after the cats or watering the plants. They make wonderful gifts. Gifts one to the sister, 70 styles to choose from. You cannot go wrong. Now, again, if they don't have the selection tomorrow in Ocho Rios. Just wait another day, because Aruba, they've got everything, okay? In Jamaica, in Ocho Rios, you want to go to Margaritaville. If you get a free tote bag with any drink that you purchase, any drink of the day, the big glass, and you get 3 t-shirts, you're going to get 1 for free in Margaritaville. That's just a fun place to have lunch right where we dock. So I've got a shopping party that goes in, so I'll point it out to you when we walk into town tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning. Gem Palace, they do have a fantastic selection of pre-owned Rolexes. Gem Palace is going to be right there. They've got pink diamonds. Does anyone know where pink diamonds is mined? There's only one place in the world. No, pink. No, it's actually Australia. Australia, so they've got citizen watches. Those of you who don't want to spend big money or anything, there's citizen watches. They've got the True Love. They've got Cabana inlaid jewelry, which is all mother of pearl. Rolex pre-owned is in Gem Palace. It's on your maps for Ocho Rios. There's only one Gem Palace, and that's only Ocho Rios. So don't think you're going to see that in Aruba, because you won't. That is their selection. I took it about a few weeks ago when we were last in Ocho Rios, before the cruise ship hit it, the dock, and we weren't able to go there, so I had to swim with the dolphins instead. I did. Anyway, no pictures to show you for that one on the screen. Anyway, Diamond Palace and Gem Palace. They're 2 wonderful family-owned businesses that are trusted and recommended by MSC Cruise Line. So they are only in Ocho Rios. So eat your heart out in those lovely stores. Tell Max I sent you. They've got the fancy diamonds if you want something unique. Diamonds Forever is also only in Ocho Rios. They've got Levian. How many people collect Levian chocolate diamonds? Levian is a collector's item. They've got that there. They've got Alex and Ani, made from recycled metals. 10% goes to charity. They've also got rubies, emeralds. They've got citizen watches, Versace. They've got everything only in Ocho Rios. If you want a 1-carat ring encrusted in diamonds, the Duchess ring back home, $3,000 or $4,000. But here it would be $799. How many people have heard of Caroloa? Okay, now, what's that? Thank you, bamboo. You get a bamboo lei. Yes, it is bamboo. Bamboo. Everything in Caroloa is made of bamboo. Bamboo is some of the hardest, strongest material in the world. It goes to make flooring, it goes to make scaffolding, and it actually grows naturally up to 4 feet a day. It protects our oceans, it cleans our atmosphere. It is a very natural, eco-friendly plant. Some of the strongest material in the world, also some of the softest material in the world. Now, in Caroloa, because everything is made of bamboo, I suggest going in and bundle buying, or if you live in America, the sheets. If you bundle buy and you want to get 2 pairs of socks, 2 pairs of underwear, 2 t-shirts, you'll automatically get 25% off. It'll be less than $100. So if you bundle buy, it's a great way to do it. Those of you lucky enough to live in America, I would consider the sheets. They are thermal regulated. If you sleep hot and he sleeps cold, it'll warm him up naturally and cool you down. No more fighting for the thermostat. They're thermal regulated. They are cool, clean, soft, and green. That means it's odor repellent, sweat repellent. It cannot hold sweat in. That means the sheets, the socks, the underwear, the pillows, anything you buy in Caroloa, it cannot hold any of the moisture in. It repels it out because of the bamboo. So the sheets are a fantastic buy, because anywhere in the States, they are going to send them to you for free. And with your first set of sheets, there's 10% off. Your second set of sheets for the spare room or for a gift, there's 15% off. And then 20% off more if you get 3 pairs or more. Now, these sheets are softer than 1,000 thread count Egyptian cotton. I have them at my desk. I've got the toweling right there for you to feel. I've also got the sheets as well right here in one of my bags, which I will show you in a moment, or it will be at my desk. And you can feel that they're softer than 1,000 thread count Egyptian cotton, but along with that, they repel the moisture and they're odor repellent. Does anybody know what is better than sleeping on Caroloa sheets? What? No, close pillows. You said pillows. Hi. Pillows. No, there's one thing better. How many people come to the Caribbean to sail on MSC Divina to buy a mattress? How many? How many do you think come here just for that? They forget about the rainforests and the beaches. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about excursions or port shopping or diamonds or tanzanite. They come here just to buy a mattress. How many people? None. There you go. Not a single bloody person comes here on this ship to come to the Caribbean to buy a mattress. Not one. How many people do you think leave MSC Divina buying a mattress? I'm not talking under their arm or in their suitcase. I'm talking about free shipping. Exactly. No, 20% of this cruise ship, every single cruise, 20%, that's at least 15 people will buy a mattress. So that means, now think about this. If your mattress at home right now is over 5 to 8 years old, It's almost double the weight. And it's double the weight because of the bed bugs, the dead skin cells, the sweat, all these wonderful things that is attracted over the years when we sleep on that mattress. But because Caroloa, this gorgeous mattress, is made of bamboo and charcoal, it repels all that. Nothing can be held in, no bacteria, no smell, no odor, no moisture. It repels everything. So if your mattress is older than 5 to 8 years old, think about being in the market for a mattress. Go into Caroloa and lie on that bed. I suggest in Aruba, but I'm not sure if they have a bed tomorrow in Ocho Rios, but it doesn't matter because you're doing it online. Because also like the sheets, if you live in America, it's a 100% money-back guarantee after you sleep on that bed for 100 days that they will ship for you for free. The bed, the actual bed base, anything you want, or you may just want the mattress. Think about it, because they've got special prices on these wonderful mattresses made of charcoal and bamboo, and they will ship it to your home for free. They'll take away your old one, and you've got 100 days to sleep on a cloud with a money-back guarantee if you do not like it. You'll also get a free set of sheets with that as well, and 2 free pillows. You have a question? They don't ship to Canada. I do apologize, they don't ship to Canada. It was a good question. So they only ship free for 100 days money back guarantee, no questions asked, only in America. So I just want to let you know that. Sorry, they don't ship to Canada, but you can buy the sheets here and you can take them out of the packaging and you put them in your suitcase and it's really easy. Also, you might want to go to the Island Village Outpost in Jamaica, and only Jamaica, buy yourself some cologne or whatever, get some rum. It's always good to get rum and coffee in Jamaica because it's made there. So look, there you are, the Village Coffee Experience. That is going to be in Jamaica. So test the coffee, taste the rum, and then shop with me. Now I'm going to tell you which store, and only one store that carries this. This is called Glow of the Caribbean. Has anyone heard of this? It's a natural gemstone. It's a topaz. Yellow topaz, blue topaz, whatever color you like, all very nautical. It is Glow of the Caribbean. Now, why it's called Glow is because naturally, because of the way it's cut, because of the facets, it absorbs the sunlight. It attracts the sunlight in the day, and it glows up to 8 hours at night. So if you want something really fun, really beautiful, nautical, it's only in one shop. And it's one of my favorites, Milano in the Caribbean, a family-owned business. Go and see Nick in Ocho Rios. Tell him I sent you, and look for Glow of the Caribbean. In Aruba, you want to see Sabi, S-A-B-I. He's going to have a great supply and a great selection of Glow. Cara collection, as I said, pink diamonds only come from Australia. Yellow diamonds are extremely rare. They are 1 in every 10,000 diamond that comes out of the earth is actually yellow in color naturally. So the Cara collection only in Milano. Milano have also been going for 30 years. They've got 140 stores in the Caribbean, and they're family owned. And the reason Milano can keep their prices very low is because they make everything in-house. They manufacture everything in-house. So they're based in New York. So you can always, if you have any problem, which nobody ever does, just call New York, and they've got wonderful customer service, just like Diamonds International. Again, the Empress ring, encrusted with 1 carat of diamonds. Back home, $4,000 or $5,000. In Milano, $799. Who's heard of the dancing diamonds? You don't have to dance to have your diamond dance. This is why it's called a dancing diamond, because if your heart is beating, the diamond is dancing. So you just stand still. It's on a spring, each diamond, whether you have it on your neck as a pendant or your hand. The dancing diamond is unique only to Milano. So if your heart is beating, the diamond will dance naturally on your skin. Again, Milano Diamond Gallery. Go in there and see Sabi in Aruba. Go and see Nick. They've got fantastic collections. And what I said at the very beginning of the show, you want to reserve at least 2, 3, 4, or 5 of these Omegas for $119, and you'll get your free 5-carat Caribbean topaz for free. So Sabi is in Aruba, and Nick we have in Ocho Rios. The next port we come to after our sea day, so tomorrow's Jamaica, Ocho Rios, then we have a sea day, then we have Aruba. Now we do dock early. The shops don't open till 8:30, which is why my shopping party starts at 8:30. But for those early risers, you want to go out at 8, you'll be first there, you'll be knocking the door, they'll be opening it for you. But I will be getting there soon after 8:30. Please sign up for my shopping party at 8:30 Aruba morning. We're going to walk in together. You see where we dock? We dock right by where the shops are. So if this is our ship, we dock right there, and everything's walking distance. And this boulevard is the main boulevard all the way down the strip. That's where you're going to see Milano. That's where you're going to see a touch of gold. That's where you're going to go into Del Sol and Caroloa. So they're all down one street. Very, very easy to find. You've got your maps. Circle what you want, and let me give you the VIP cards. Shopping party starts at 8:30, but I'll be there by 8:15. This is my shopping party. This is where we go first, and then you're free to go wherever you like. Don't have to be tied to me, unless, of course, you want to be, because being tied to me is rather fun, right? You can imagine how much fun I am, right? Okay, good. So Diamond International is where we start, run punch flowing all day. I'll introduce you to the managers. It's just a whole fun experience. Wear your shorts and t-shirt, wear your bikini or swimsuit underneath, and then go. Feel free, go off to the beach right after, especially if you've arranged to have something. You've arranged your pieces. I'll pick it up for you and I'll bring it back to the ship. So that's where we begin tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning, because 10 o'clock is Ocherios, don't forget. 8:15 is Aruba. And in Aruba, they have Del Sol and Carolo. I told you they've got extremely large selection, slightly larger than Ocherios, but please go into Ocherios as well. They've got the Safi Kalima Tanzanite. They've got the pre-owned Rolexes in Diamonds International Watch and Design. They've got Milano, and they've also got a touch of gold. Milano, there you go. Caribbean, I told you about that. And bundle buy. Don't forget, if you want to get watches, you want to bundle buy, because you also want to get jewelry as well, so the prices can go so low. A touch of gold is only in Aruba. Remember that, only in Aruba. They've got very unique pieces. They've got something, my mother's personal favorite. It's an Italian gold. It's called faux pay. Has anyone heard of faux pay besides my mother? Faux pay is, yeah, it's 24 karat and 18 karat yellow gold, rose gold, and white gold. And what it does, it stretch. Are you wearing it, Mummy? My mother came on the cruise. You are wearing it. Oh my God, stand up. I did not, this is not, I promise you, this is not set up. But my mother is in the audience. She came on the cruise yesterday. Wow. You got to stand up with me now. I swear to God, I did not know. This is faux pay. This is actually, when you stretch it, that's its relaxed position. So, sorry to tell your dirty secrets, but my mother has arthritis in her fingers. So it's very difficult to get gold over your hands and fingers if you have a grandmother or a mother or my own mother. It's the most gorgeous, exquisite Italian gold. We're on an Italian ship, coincidentally. Faux pay, F-O-P-E, only sold in the whole of the Caribbean, only sold in touch of gold in Aruba. Please mark that on your maps. Aruba, touch of gold. I've got flyers for you sitting right there. Sanjay is the manager. I'm going to give you the VIP brochure. That is faux pay. It is gorgeous. They are not cheap. This is all handmade and is guaranteed for life. So if you want to see my mother around the ship, she'll be more than happy to take it off. But don't nick it, whatever you do. Don't nick it. She's 84 years old. She doesn't need you to chase after you on a ship. So please don't nick it. Thank you, Mummy. That's so funny. Touch of gold, go and see Sanjay. Now, Cabana jewelry, this is inlaid jewelry. This is if you closed your eyes, you would not know where the mother of pearl ended and the gold began. It is so beautifully polished that it's incredible. And it's Cabana. Cabana is only in touch of gold in Aruba, only Aruba. So faux pay, Cabana. Mar-a-Lago, Larimar. Larimar is the Dominican Republic stone. Only come from the Dominican Republic and sold here in touch of gold only in Aruba. This is about 50,000 or 50 million years old from the volcanic rock in the Dominican Republic. Also, Mark Henry Alexandrite. How many collectors of Alexandrite are there? Good. You know it's a phenomenal gemstone. It's not just precious, it's phenomenal. So that's a grade above precious. It changes color naturally. Now, Alexandrite is not cheap because now that has been depleted. When I started on cruise ships, I was telling people Alexandrite will be depleted. It was going up in value. Now, standing here, where are we? We are, what, April 2024? It's gone. It's been depleted. It is no more in Russia. It is no more in Brazil. And that is why, if you want Alexandrite and you can afford Alexandrite, please go to Touch of Gold in Aruba. Mark Henry's the brand to trust. My personal experience, Mark Henry Alexandrite. But if you want to get a different brand, again, it's all trusted if you're going to stick with the stores on the map. They are trusted and guaranteed for life. So look for the Alexandrite. It changes from a beautiful emerald to a ruby red in the incandescent light. Naturally, it will change like that. Cartagena. Now, this is a big one. If you are in the market for emeralds, now there are many people came to my desk yesterday that are looking for emeralds. Hold off on every port. Come with me on my shopping party to Cartagena. We're going to meet Douglas at 10:30 as soon as we leave the ship, because we dock at 10:30. With our great captain, it's probably going to be 10:20. Doesn't matter. We're going to be first off the gangway. 10:30. It is only $20. He should put his prices up, but I told him not until after this cruise. So all my guests, I can take it up to 30 of you. 30 people, sign up. You don't have to pay me. You do not have to pay him when we meet him. He's going to give us a guided tour of all of Cartagena to the old town Cartagena. He's going to say how the Spanish invaded and all the history of this beautiful country of Colombia. And then he takes us to Mr. Emerald. Mr. Emerald has got the best of all the emeralds of Colombia right there in Mr. Emerald. We're going to see Lee. We're going to give you VIP cards for Lee at my desk tonight and also after the show right now. And then we're going to go to Emerald City. This is all right in the downtown area of Cartagena, which is picturesque with the cobblestones, places to eat. It's a really wonderful place. So just remember, if we're going to Cartagena, you're going to meet me on the gangway at 10:30. Your $20 is for the man when he brings us back. So he'll give us a bottle of water. His name is Douglas. And this is where we're going to go. Lee is the owner of Mr. Emerald. He's an American who's been in the business for 40 years, living in Cartagena. He has chosen the very best and the finest and the most perfectly valuable emeralds that money can buy from Colombia. So he's been doing this for decades. He knows where to go. As I said, it's going to be 10:30, midship gangway. I'm always midship. I'm never in the forward. Just remember that when you do meet me on the gangway, deck 4, or wherever the gangway is going to be, I'm always the middle of the ship. So remember that. We're going to go to Emerald Express and Mr. Emerald's. There are 2 emerald stores that have all the selection that you're ever going to need to buy in Cartagena. That is Lee. We're going to be meeting him on the morning that we go to Cartagena in a couple of days from now. I think it's Thursday. Might be Friday. So anyway, that's his store right in the center of town. And then after we go to Mr. Emerald, we're going to go to Emerald Center, which is also owned by a lovely lady. So I've got VIP cards for all of that. Let me just go back one. I missed showing you an emerald. There we go. Emerald Center, that's written in Spanish. So you'll see some wonderful pieces, whatever you want. But if you're serious about buying emeralds, you really don't want to miss this wonderful tour of downtown Cartagena and the knowledge of Colombia as well. Another personal favorite of mine in Colombia is not myself, believe me. It's coffee and things. Now, as we go, we're going to be dropped off downtown in Cartagena, and we go to Mr. Emerald, we go to Emerald Express. There's a place called Coffee and Things. If you haven't stolen them all already, who's nicked all my chocolates? Must have been you. I'm just kidding. She's shy, but there is one left or two. Anyway, they've got lovely caramels that are the coffee of Colombia. And then they've also got the real cacao bean that's got the sugar around it. All very good for you, I'm sure. Anyway, if you want to buy coffee or caramels or chocolate or the real cacao bean that's been roasted and then dipped in lovely sugar, how do I say that? Oh, cane sugar. Then go to, this is a wonderful place called Coffee and Things right in the heart of Cartagena. And I'm going to be taking you there for less than $20. Did I do that within 55 minutes? I think I did. Might have gone over a minute or two. Anyway, so here are my reminders. You're going to shop with me. Please get in a line if you want to stand, or just stay in your seats and wait for the line to die down. I've got VIP cards for you right here. I've also got the sign up for the 3 shopping parties coming up. So get your VIP cards right now. You're really going to need them. My phone number is 6165 from anywhere on the ship. I'm going to be in the daily program. If you want to know where I am, where I'm going to be, I'm in the daily program. If I'm at my desk, it'll be between 7 and 8. Some nights I'm not there, but most nights I will be. And then today at 3:30, if you really want to know the fine art of diamond and gemstone buying and the tricks of the trade, bless you, come to my show at 3:30 today in the Golden Jazz Lounge, Midship Deck 7. And this cruise is sometimes it's an experience of a lifetime. So if you see something and you love it, buy it, because you don't treat yourself every month, do you? You don't treat yourself every year, especially wives. They think, oh, I don't think I should. Well, you don't do it all the time. Now is your opportunity. I'm looking at the wives. Husbands will hate me on the 11th day or the 2nd day, I don't know. But for the wives, treat yourself. And now I want to thank you all for coming to the show, and now I'm going to do the raffle. So thank you all for coming.